Hello everybody, welcome on in. I'm Orion back with some more Ball X Pit, a very amazing, maybe like one of my indie, probably up there is one of my top 5 indie games of the year. This game is absolutely incredible. I've been so addicted to this game. You can see I've been playing a lot more since you probably saw the last video. I've unlocked quite a few different characters now, and then I actually unlocked probably one of the biggest game-changing mechanics in this game, where you can now sort of merge two characters together, which makes perfect sense. It's such a good idea. When I unlocked, I can't remember which building it is. It's one of these buildings up here, but it's like the matchmaking building. And once you unlock it, it lets you merge two characters together, so you kind of get both of their abilities. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to run the juggler, who I've been really enjoying, a street performer. They lob the balls in the air instead of, you know, just throwing them out. So wherever the ball lands, that's where it starts its bounce. So we'll start off with this character, and then I really like pairing them with the itchy finger, because they get their shoots twice as fast, and the scattered aim doesn't really matter as much with this character. So let's do a run with these two. So we're gonna get lightning and burn. We could probably, let's see, we have one blueprint here. I have blueprints on all the other maps. Let's do, I didn't clear it with this guy yet, so let's do this run because we still have a bunch of blueprints we need to get here. But the juggler is pretty cool because you can kind of skip the backline if you want. Like, so if I wanted to skip over all these enemies, I could just start shooting like way in the back and just drop balls in the back. So it's basically wherever you have your reticle aim, that's where your balls are going to bounce. Or if you just want it to play normal, you could almost just kind of keep it in front of you. But the thing is with this character, let's do Earthquake. Earthquake's going to be pretty good with this. With this character, the reticule always stays where you aim it. So, you know, like if you were to play the other character, it kind of adjusts your aim, because based on like the angle where you're shooting at. So this time it does it like a little bit, but it's not as noticeable. It's definitely an interesting character. So basically you're always going to be like throwing balls right on the spot where you're at. Okay, let's go with more Earthquake. We'll probably kind of try to turn this into a kind of like an AoE-ish build, just so we can sort of drop explosions, you know? So you can just kind of literally throw them in the middle of like a big group of enemies, and you'll just kind of always hit that like AoE effect. All right, the problem is I don't know exactly which ones are all good AoEs. See, like this one, I'm going to assume this one's an AoE because it merges with Earthquake, but I don't know all the weapons well enough yet. And I did just like, that's a new one for me, the plant one. Overgrowth, is it Overgrowth? I feel like it's called Overgrowth. Okay, lava. We could, yeah, actually, let's do lava. I didn't even realize we could get lava right there because that was 2 of our starting balls. So that worked out even better. Okay, we're gonna do this one because this character, we already shoot out a lot of balls anyway, so let's get even more balls. I think the itchy finger is maybe one of the best characters in the game, and I actually think the juggler is really incredible too. I'm a huge fan of the juggler, because with the juggler you just have so much control over what you want to do. There's no real weakness to it. Well, now I kind of took that cell for maybe no reason. Let's upgrade. What's this one? Let's do all baby balls deal more damage. I really like the horn too. especially when you're playing with the itchy finger. So then I can just kind of skip right through and just go right for the boss. Okay, let's do more baby ball damage. Right side. Projectiles have a 50% chance to reflect upon hitting you, dealing 30 to 60 if they hit an enemy. What does that do? Projectiles have a 50% chance to reflect upon hitting you. Oh, like enemy projectiles? Okay, yeah. Okay, that's a no then. Let's do baby ball damage. Gain 2 free levels. Gain 2 free level up rerolls per battle. Okay. All right, let's do magma and lightning. So now we got emits lava blobs, enemies who walk over blobs, deals 2 to 46 damage up to 5 nearby enemies. Okay, what are we doing here? 10% chance to dodge. Let's do... I'm going to re-roll this. Let's maybe do another fireball. Maybe we could do like light... Maybe we could get like flash. Oh, this one? No, let's go with this guy. I'm glad it shows all the evolutions too, because I would not remember all these. Projectiles deal damage. Balls deal 150 for damage, but decay each time they bounce. This one could be kind of cool because we could basically whatever I hit right away, you know, so if I target the boss, I'm going to do 150% damage to them right away. That might be kind of a cool item to try here. So whatever I'm dropping on is just instantly going to be like 150 damage. That seems like a really good item for this character. Because I can avoid the initial bounces too, you know? Let's see. 200 damage and decays. Okay. Let's see, crit steal bonus damage, kills. I'm gonna banish the overheal. I'm gonna reroll. Let's do more baby balls. Okay, evolution. So he made a radiation beam on hit that deals 40 to 80 damage. All right, let's we'll do this ball again. I need to get another ball in here though. So now we'll just do like insane damage on this boss. As we do 150 damage. As we just drop it right on him. Okay, explodes into baby balls? Sure. Because we did take, yeah, because we took all this baby ball deals more damage, so that's obviously a good fit. Okay, then we can do... No, not... Oh, I guess we kind of have to, huh? Okay, so that, yeah, that's it. So we don't have like a good evolution we could do. Let's do these ones. There's our light ball. I was looking for that one. Let's just go with... Oh, man. I don't really want the light ball now. Like, I don't even really need to move. I'm moving my character so much, but I'm so used to it, like, adjusting the angles of where I'm shooting and all that. And while it kind of does, but again, it's more about where you're just dropping it. All right, let's go with, I don't know, I guess gold. I've been playing this game on my Steam Deck a lot. I've been sort of, what I really need to do is I need to really spend a lot more time on my town. I've kind of built it up in a way, but I need to get a way better town. But I've been spending most of my time just kind of like grinding through, leveling up the characters and, you know, earning resources and things like that, and leveling up my buildings. Oh, this is okay, I need to place myself better on this one. This one's actually not this one's actually kind of a tough fight for this character because this guy moves around so much. Although since we're doing 150% damage on our initial hits, he's going down relatively quick. I find the bosses in this game are pretty easy. I think part of the problem with a lot of these bosses is there's not really necessarily an imminent threat all the time, like with the enemies pushing forward as much. I don't know. The bosses, I haven't, if I make it to a boss, it usually means I'm gonna win. So let's see, a grand tree. So okay, so this is more wood. Okay, and then we did get another gear. So that's cool. I like this too with the merging characters because then you know you can level up kind of two characters at once. Let's do increase the harvest time. So endurance, dexterity, harvest. So we level up his building a little bit more. See, like I really need to just get really into that. Okay, and then we got the gear. So we got a lot. Okay, let's return to base. We're gonna do a really quick harvest here. I'm not really gonna. I'm just gonna do it and just see what we can gather. Harvest. I don't think we didn't get a new character, right? Yeah, there's no new characters because that's really the only thing I like super care about is getting some of the extra characters. That was actually pretty good because we actually got 2 of the constructions completed too. So dexterity and then strength. Definitely I can't afford that one. We can afford the dexterity though, so let's do that. And then what else can we, is there anything else I can afford upgrades for? XP gain, we can do that. And then probably nothing else because I have no more gold. Okay, but I have like my housing up here. Like this mansion gains gold for every nearby building, and then this one over here gains XP for nearby houses. So I try to sort of do that as best as I can. And then I have these guys who get resources. And then I have a couple gold mines, which I probably need more gold mines. Then we have our stone over here. I need to expand more too. Yeah, there's still a lot we have to do. Okay, but let's jump into another game. I want to play the shield bearer this time. So let's jump into the shield bearer. He's another new character. Holds a large shield that bounces balls back that hit it. Balls deal 100% more damage each time they bounce off the shield. So again, this guy would generally pair pretty well with like with this one, but we're gonna go with I think we can do, yeah, we're gonna do this one because this one's a pretty good one too, because this one, for each ball launched, a copy is launched. So we're gonna launch twice as many balls, and with the shield, you know, I think that kind of brings us back up to 100% damage, because we're gonna, with this character, we're gonna get the balls deal less damage, but when they bounce off a shield, they're gonna get 100% damage. So let's go. We haven't done, I'm trying to look for like completions. Okay, so I guess we'll come down. Let's do the fungal forest. I still have one last blueprint to get here, and I haven't completed it with the shield bearer yet. The characters in this game are just so unique and cool, and now that you can pair them together, that's absolutely nuts. So basically, instead of like catching the balls now, you're gonna bounce them off. We can go with vampire. And now we're shooting double the amount of balls, so you know it's just gonna be chaos. Like, aiming the balls is barely gonna be a thing here. The music in this game is just bonkers good. This might be one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a very long time. I keep gushing about it. Like, whoever did the soundtrack for this game, gosh, give them a bonus, please. All right, balls deal bonus damage until they hit a wall. Increases chance when hitting them as the same column as you. Now, I wonder if this counts as 2 characters. Like, if 2 characters, does that technically count as 2 columns? I need to pay better attention to the evolutions too. I hate these movement guys. Yeah, we're not really... I don't think we can really do any good evolutions here. So I'm just gonna have to fuse two regular balls together, I think. Okay, I like these exploding ones, so we can do that. Oh, we do have an evolution. Oh, I didn't even get to click it. Yeah, we get the mosquito. Spawns a mosquito each time it hits an enemy. Mosquitoes attack a random enemy, dealing 80 to 120 damage. If a mosquito kills an enemy, they steal health. Alright, hitting enemies in the back. Shoot baby balls when you're healed. Let's go with that one. we just totally wrecked that guy. Oh, sweet, 5. Okay, let's go with... Oh, that's a... I don't know what that one is. I obviously unlocked it, but I don't remember what that does. That's like the assassin ball, I think it's called, but I haven't really seen what it does. So obviously when we get to a boss, you know, if you just stand in front of them, it might... I wonder if it's even efficient to do it like this. To just sort of just shoot straight in front of you. Most of the times you want to shoot in an angle. But I wonder if it's efficient with this guy to just stand in front of him and then just get all the bounce backs for that 100% damage. Okay, then let's do that evolution. Passes through the front of enemies, but not the back. Backstabs deal 30% bonus damage. Oh, that's kind of cool. So that's... I assume that's probably a pretty good item for that, for the character that shoots from the backside. So it can't pass through them. So passes through the front, but not the back. And then back, yeah. That sounds like a great item then for... I forget that other character's name, but there's some assassin character which basically just shoots items in the back. Alright, I guess we'll do this and then we'll do... Oh, no. No, okay. I wanted to do... Yeah. I want to do... Yeah, I want to do that one. A freeze ball, sure. Or we could do that overgrowth. We didn't do the overgrowth last time. I think we were planning on it, but then we ended up doing magma. Let's go with freeze. Okay, now let's see if we can train down this boss. Oh, this guy's a little tougher because we're not... Oh, Guess not. I was gonna say because we're not really bouncing them off, but okay, we can still do that. Go with that then. Yeah, okay, so that assassin ball, now that I'm looking at it, that's not a good ball. That's not a good ball for us. Because it never comes back. It never comes back, and we never get the bounce back damage from it. So there we go. Lesson learned with some of these weapons. Because look, it's just like sitting there in the back. It's not doing like hardly anything for us. And we lose out on all that bounce back damage that we would normally be getting, you know? Oh, is that gonna cost us? That might cost us. I thought that was gonna be a little bit better. That's what I like about this game, though, you know, like learning curves here. I should have realized that, oh yeah, that ball, like I wanted to try it because I didn't do it before. I didn't really remember what it did. And then, yeah, now that I'm realizing it, you know, there we go. Like, lesson learned. Lesson learned. That's not a good ball for this. Honestly, it's probably, I don't even know if that's it. That's definitely a ball for the other type of build. But yeah, that cost us. We lost because of that. It just sat back there and did nothing. And we didn't get the bonus at all for bouncing off our shield. Smart. This game, man. Increases the range at which wheat is collected. Let's do that. Okay, and then we get extra strength, extra speed. Bouncing off the building applies bonuses. Okay, and then we get the cohabitants. 3 upgrades there. All right, let's return to base. Okay, well, there we go. I mean, we had a glorious first run. And then that second run was going fine until we messed up with that one pick. But yeah, it's like I said, it's still, this game's still a learning lesson. That's what I like about it, though, because I like how everything synergizes so well together. And then there's obviously some things that don't synergize, and that was definitely not a synergized weapon. I'm sure as soon as I picked it, some of you are like, no, you shouldn't have picked that. And you're right, I shouldn't have. But that was like a lesson I had to learn, just because I have to, you know, sometimes like you have to learn the hard lessons sometimes in order to grow. And so now I know, like, okay, that was definitely a bad one. I should have thought about that a little bit better, because obviously if it stays in the back, it's not going to come back to me. It's not going to bounce off my shield. It's only going to be doing 50% damage because of cohabitant. And the reason we took them together was so when they bounce off the shield, it will do more damage. And then we lost out on all that. And so that ball just stayed there in the back, and we lost out on like an extra ball too because of it, because I merged them together. So yeah, that was a mistake. But yeah, I liked it. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with making mistakes and learning from them. But that's gonna be it. We'll be back with more. Like I said, I'm gonna fake it till we make it. This game is doing not so hot on the channel, which is unfortunate, but you know, I love this game so much that I'm just going to keep playing it. So hopefully for those that are watching, I hope you enjoy the content. That's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.